Neil, welcome to QPR. How does it feel to be QPR's head coach?
It's a hugely proud moment for me in my life to be given the opportunity to come and lead this great football club is something that I feel very proud about.
The club were obviously keen on you. What made you feel that this was the right move for you as well?
From speaking to obviously the owners and Les and Lee, you get a feeling of the people, and I think the way that the club is run, the way that the team plays, how they want to play, there's a clear alignment in my thinking and their thinking, and I think that's so important moving forward. And I'm really optimistic and about the future and what lies ahead.
Normally when there's a change in manager, it's because things haven't been going well. That isn't the case here. Does that change how you approach things midway through a season in terms of your philosophy, your plans, whether it's transformation or tweaks?
Yeah, slightly, because they've played 22 games already. So it's not starting in the summer and starting from afresh. You always pay respect and have an awareness of what's before you, but it's also important that you stay true to your principles and how you want to play, and there will be slight changes, and that's inevitable when there's a change in head coach, and I've asked the players to be open-minded and be ready for that. There will be some differences, but also, like you said, the group at the moment, okay, maybe not in a great moment now, but there's no doubt in the quality in the squad, and we have to remind them what they're good at and get back to that. And as quickly as you can sort of lose a few games in the Championship, you can very quickly win a few, and the feeling can change very, very quickly.
What are your principles? How do you like to play the game?
Very attack-minded on the front foot. I think we want a team that's forward thinking, forward passing, forward running, attack with the ball, attack without the ball, and everyone has to be together. Our game way has to be with everyone in line and total clarity in how we want to play, and that's how we train every day. That's the process that we follow, and it's a responsibility of everyone to defend together and attack together, and that's important. So that process starts today.
Do you have a preferred formation?
Not really, no. I think the principles are more important than the formation. I think when you're coming into a football club, you look at the players that are in the squad, and I think a skill of mine is to choose the formation or the way of playing that suits the players. So it would be foolish to come in and have a preconceived idea of what you want to do, because the players then might not be able to, best be able to carry out that formation. So I'm very aware of the formation they've been playing and watched a lot of the games, and I have my own thoughts on that, and we shall see how we choose to play moving forward in terms of the formation. But I say the principles will be very clear, and they will be very consistent.
You had great success during 2 years at Blackpool as a number one, spent time at Aston Villa as a number two. Are you looking forward to being number one again?
Yeah, very much so, yeah. I've always used to being a number one, even in youth level, development level. You're used to coaching teams, managing players, preparing teams, making decisions on a daily basis. That was slightly different at Aston Villa, but that was a slightly different role. I knew that, and that was a different type of experience. But it's helped me again to improve. I think coaching is, going on a coaching journey is about having experiences, good or bad, and learning from them. And I've learned from all my coaching experiences so far, which brings me to where I am today and giving me this great opportunity.
Looking at your CV, you haven't had much time out of the game, and even in this case, it hasn't been a long time, but you said recently that had given you time for reflection. How has that reflection helped to improve you? Has it helped to improve you?
I'd like to think it has, yeah. I think always people sort of determine if you win games of football, you've improved. If you don't, you haven't. Sometimes you're reliant on the results of the game at the weekend for people to make that decision. But from me personally, it gave me a lot of thinking time. Spoke to people that were obviously knew me and close to me, and it was a really important time. I've not been out of the game for a very long time. Give my chance to spend a bit of time with my family, which was nice, although my missus might say differently. But no, and you know, I'm a football person. I love coaching, that's my passion. I love working with players, and to be welcomed in the way that I have by the staff and the players has been really encouraging, and can't wait to keep coming in and get to work again.
You've had your first training session as well on Monday morning. How did that go, and what's the early assessment of the squad you've inherited? Yeah,
considering the conditions, the ground staff did a great job preparing the pitch for us, so hats off to them, because it's quite tough at the moment. But some of the players, obviously, who didn't play yesterday, went out and trained, and you can see the quality they've got. There was a spring in the step. They trained with real intensity. And the other players obviously did recovery from the ones who played yesterday. But I met the whole squad this morning, managed to have a quick sort of chat with them, and yeah, I look forward to that relationship developing between me and the players. That's important, hugely important. Gaining the respect and the trust of the players is what makes your game model, your principles, makes that come to life. So the relationships between the players and the staff is hugely important to me.
And your backroom team, you've brought in Mike Garrity and Ian Brunskill. What can you tell us about them?
Yeah, Mike I know very well from time at Liverpool, working closely with me at youth level. I then had a few years with him as well at Blackpool. So fantastic coach, great person to have around me, very intelligent in the way he sees the game in a similar way to me. And Ian Brunskill, again, has got many sort of different experiences within football, but came through a development type background in terms of coaching players. And again, they're both people who I know, and I think that when you're coming into a football club, just having those people around you that know me is really important. So the players will really enjoy working with them. And again, I'd hope to think that they're good people, and I can see already from being at this football club, you know, for a matter of days and speaking to a few people, that there's good people here, and that gives us a good chance.
And just finally, what is your message to the QPR fans who have seen a solid start to the season, but more difficult in the last few weeks?
Yeah, well, it's up to myself and the players to make sure that we represent them every single day, and in the games in the right way. They want to see a team that they can identify with, and I'll be, you know, wholly committed every day in trying to bring that team onto the pitch that they want to support. So, yeah, I know how special Loftus Road can be, and I want them to come and support the team with passion, noise, energy, and get behind the team, and let's get back to being QPR again.
Looking forward to getting started.
Yeah, I can't wait, yeah.